answer, just to have more options. There are huge changes up ahead. In the coming years, there will be more people just like the young inventor Alexander Graham Bell. There will be 100 people like Bill Gates and hugely successful companies like Microsoft created every year all over the world. And there will also be many more bankruptcies, layoffs, and downsizings. So why bother developing your financial IQ? No one can answer that but you. Yet I can tell you why I myself do it. I do it because it is the most exciting time to be alive. I'd rather be welcoming change than dreading change.
All right. Hello, everyone. On this wonderful Thursday at 6:30 p.m., I'm coming to you talking about cash flow versus income, and also what is working capital on today. So it's going to be very brief. But I want to tell you the importance, what's cash flow versus income, and what we all know. Cash flow is basically anything extra, anything outside of your income that you obtain on a job. Income is very, very strategic, is very, very point blank to the chase. This is what you're going to get. This is unless you're an hourly person, but even with an hourly person, you can only do but so much. So a lot of times when you are working on income, it is a salary base that has a cap on it. And we want to just talk about that right now, cash flow versus income. And this is like one of the reasons why I like to talk about the cash flow quadrant so much, because some of the occupations that you think are, on that right side of money, they're really not. They're really not on the right side of money. They're considered on the left side of money. They're considered people who are self-employed. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and that's why I want to talk about cash flow quadrant and show you this so that people can really understand, what's the, how to get on the right side of money, and what are some of the things that can get you there on the right side of money. Okay. All right. We'll know about what can do on the right side of money. All right, so what I'm getting ready to pull up here is a chart. It's the four-way cash flow quadrant. And if you look at this, it tells you that there are X amount of people that sits, in four segments of this particular quadrant. So let's talk about the 60%. The 60% of individuals, you either work for someone, you work for a company, you are an employee. And as an employee, you are very strict on your time, when you're supposed to go to lunch, when you're supposed to clock out, when you're supposed to clock back in. It's really much more of a controlled environment, what you can and what you cannot do, inside of the workspace. You have to leave a certain time, or you have to be to work by a certain time. For some, it might be 8 o'clock, 7:30. Some might be 9. But you can't leave there until your 8 hours has been completed, or else they'll find issues, and that issue would both be to terminate you. So 60% of people in the entire world, it falls right into this part of the card quadrant. They either are working for someone, they don't have any savings, they're not investing, they're not doing anything right about now, until they start to get more involved in stocks and cryptocurrency and things of that matter. Now, also on this left side, because that's the left side of money, also on this left side of money, you have about 35% of people that work for themselves. So this portion right here can go either both ways. As long as you are actively having customers, then you're self-employed. If you continuously have a consistent base of customers. But what if some of those customers decide that, hey, I don't need this service anymore. I don't need these services anymore. Then you've basically lost that stream of income for your business, unless you bring on someone else that could do it 10 times faster and more efficiently. But even also on this left side of money, um, they're saying that 95% of people in the entire world only make up but 5% of the world's wealth. That's a lot of people for one. 95% of people in the world only have an account, can take an account of 5% of the market. Only 5%. So as long as you are continuously work, that cash flow or that type of money is unbeatable. But it's true that 95% of the world's wealth is not crypto. It's not stocks. And I'm here to kind of help put some things in perspective for you. Now, 95% of everybody in the entire world only make up for 5 cents. It should be more than that, guys. Like if if you're a millionaire and you're quite young a little bit, you can still you can still access things, but the um the fact is that you don't have enough of the working capital to do other things. Okay, so let's go over here to the right side of money. Now, when you are on the right side of money, then your perspective of things start to change. So, say for instance, you take a look at, let's go back to the left side for a minute. Would you know that doctors are self-employed? Self-employed. So that means 35% of individuals in the entire world, they work for themselves, but they don't make any money unless someone buys their products and services. So that's something to think about when you become an entrepreneur. Make sure that the things that you do are already in preparation. So that way, when you have to make that decision, you don't have to go. You don't have to dive in deep. The people will know what it is. But on this right side of money, you see that there's a 4% business owner. And you see that there's a 1% mindset. So this space right here, I think is super cool, because we're learning every day that 4% are the business owners, people who actually own solidified businesses. And then there's a 1% investor mindset. See, half of the battle is the mind. The mind. And if you feel like you can't get through it, you are going to get through it. You are, even if you, if you're not spending like lumps or sums of money, it's just, we're in different times. So the cash flow quadrant is really an amazing platform. And I look forward to many more things coming from this platform. But I told you that the difference between cash flow and income. See, income is going to be very, very restricted, and you only get a certain amount, whereas cash flow is a continuous flow in and out of your finances, in and out of your accounts. And then you have um, working capital. So after you pay everything off, if you pay, I mean, even if you would have paid, anything, everything that you have off you, there's still stipulations that there's only going to be some will carry, but so far. So when you're dealing with cash flow and working capital, you got to do the things that's going to make you sustainable. Because when you're dealing with just only income, that's not always sustainable and can be taken away from you at any moment. So what I want to show you is, why is it important? How much of the importance is to learn how you can create anything for yourself now. Let me see. I'm pulling up this information so you guys can see. Maybe it's this one. Oh, okay, that's our go live session. So it just took me right back to the platform. But I want to show you something. Hopefully you can see this. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna show this. So there are several ways that we teach people how to maintain and how to create cash flow, and working capital in their personal, but not only personal, in their business account. So I wanted to show and share with you my back office, because this is going to really help people to, really make a decision, like get in gear. Like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything, but you need to be doing something. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here, and I want you to plug this into your information, guys. So we show you here is the opportunity to develop cash flow, the opportunity to have working capital. In case you don't have anything as a backup, learn to develop some cash flow, learn to have something in your back pocket so that if anything was to happen emergency wise, then you will have the funds to be able to take care of it. I've seen many of families not have resources or having to put together financing for a loved one's funeral, and that should not be. That shouldn't be. And again, you have to sacrifice, committing yourself to several months of sacrifice just to get the results that you want. So let me go and share my screen with you. So on our Go Live sessions, all right, now I'm inside of the cryptocurrency platform or TV guide. This looks like a whole TV guide. It has the dates that each individual is going to come on, what they're going to be talking about, and some other things. So right now we are inside of, cryptocurrency, our cryptocurrency package. So as you can see, you see the educators right here on the left, and then you see their time of day that they either available or not available. And you just, you find one that resonates with you. You find an educator that resonates for you and with you. And the reason why, because you can rush through so much things and you're not learning the skill set. We want you to fully engage in the skill set so that your name could be mentioned as a person that was able to create millions of dollars worth this, and that. And We just have to understand the importance of, the cash flow, how to maintain money, how to keep money, where to place it, where to invest in it. Sometimes I struggle with that. um, I struggle with, man, I have this money in my account, but what can I do to also do something that's going to help double it? And it's just, that was just dropped in my spirit about my next steps. So if you look here, you see all the educators, and we're constantly adding educators, guys. Um, but you got some that have teamed up, partnered up together, and decided to come to this event. If you have anyone, you want someone that can that could benefit from this, then meet us at Glendale, Arizona. Glendale, Arizona. But for now, cash flow and income are two totally separate things, and you need to be able to differentiate the one from the other. So the one standing up is the baby. Then the second one was a young girl, and then the third one was a full-grown young lady. But we're all teaching them cash flow quadrant, working capital, things as it relates to financial progress. And as you can see here, let's see, today is Thursday and it's around 6:46 p.m. So just wondering who could possibly be on around this time. Oh, okay. I see Anand, who is one of our traders here. Let's see. Let's see who else. I guess that's it. Maybe people came on earlier. But anyway, I wanted you to see that. And then also, not only with that, you have access to our platform. So whether it's mail, whether it's pretty extensive. So, oh, doesn't look like it came up. All right, so you're looking here. We have over 100 educators. Some of those individuals, they teach in other platforms up under this one platform, but they teach in other different academies. And this is all to increase your awareness on the stock market, increase your awareness in crypto. Don't get in for the sake of emotions, and then you get in, and then the market starts to do its turnaround, and now you're sick. Get the proper, and I do mean this, get the proper education that's going to help you through this entire session. And if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. It's flashing across the across the scale. So make sure that you be ready. Just be ready. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. Let's see. Okay, we're still live. Okay, I'm trying to pull this up to show you guys. So you can see something. But anyway, what this platform has an educational side. So with the educational piece, you're able to take full advantage of 5-minute videos, anything that's not over 10, 15 minutes. You take advantage of those videos, which helps you with your stamina when it comes to reading charts. And you get to a point now you can read the charts. You understand the flow of where the market is going. Well, that had to be, wasn't me all by myself. But learning this, but it was the platform, what I was able to get out of the platform, working with the instructors, building relationships with the instructors, hopping on their go live sessions when they go live so that you can make money while they're making money at the same time. So I'm trying to see if I can play this so that you can see it, but also we have strategies. Strategies to help you through, to help you read the charts. strategies that understand trend lines, strategy. So we're going to teach you all that stuff as well. But have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay. And I'll see you next time. I guess it's not going to allow me to show you. Okay, just moving very, very slow. Just move slow. All right, so let's see. So, guys, with the educational piece, there's a series of videos that we have that, and I'm going to show them to you. I'm not going to go into the videos, but just to show you what we have access to. But when you tap in with these videos break down histories. It breaks down how certain things began, how it all got started. What was the history? What was the history behind it? So you can see.
Yep. Alexa. 1.4.
I'll be finished in a minute. I'll be finished. No.
Go do the one upstairs.
Alexa, pause. Go upstairs for a minute. Alexa, no. Cancel. All right, so guys, what you're looking at right here is my back office, and this is what I have access to when it comes to trading and education inside of this platform. And this is what I appreciate this platform so much, because it has so many areas for improvement, so many areas that you can improve your trading. You're using this as a business. It's just so many resources here. And they do a really good job making sure that you have pretty much every resource that you need. So it's important to tap into that and take full advantage of it. All right, so what you're looking at is my back office. On the left side of the screen, I am actually looking at different labels. So you got home, you got completions, academies, pip talk, the back office, the help center, go live, and strategies. Mostly, if you're a trader, you're going to utilize the academies, you're going to utilize the go live and the strategies. You utilize the back office. That's what we're in now. But those three components is what you're going to really be working out of. So for the academies, if I can share my screen with the academies, because I think it's still on the educators. If you guys are looking at the educators on this screen, that's just a grid to show you what time they come on, what days of the week that they do come on. So I'm going to stop my screen and I'm going to share it again so that you could see the educational piece. Let me tell you something that I did not know about the foreign exchange market wasn't until I dug into the platform and understood really where all this stuff originated from. And that's what you want to do. You want to know where everything originates from. Okay, academy. So we're going to go to academies. All right, so in the academy section, what you're looking at is this company has an academy section that hits the different languages all over the country. So we're presently right now in over 120 countries. There's about 400 plus thousand people that are using this services, and they're all around the world. These are people that are just not in the U.S. A bulk or big part of it comes from other nationalities. So what you're looking at right here is our Forex section, where you can learn Forex trading in English. You can see it in Spanish. You have German, Portuguese, French, Mandarin, Polish. Those are the different languages that will interpret the academy's portion of this platform. So and it's going to be in your language, in your native language. So there's nothing to worry about right there. And then I'll roll over to the HFX, the high frequency forex, which is a faster version of the foreign exchange market. With the HFX, there's also education, what's traded in HFX, how HFX was established, and those things there help you because it'll help you place what you see out in the world. It helps you pull and bring those pieces together. And then we have the DCX Academy. You learn in digital cryptocurrency. You're learning everything about digital cryptocurrency, which this kind of moves a little fast with cryptocurrency. And that's only because many people just not finding out what current coin projects to invest in. But I can say this about Beat It or just anything as it relates to new technology. Okay. Well, I mentioned Beat It, which is a Michael Jackson song, but cryptocurrency goes way far beyond that. Right now, there's going to be still some things that's going to unfold as the years progress. But with all of this, which is the DCX Academy, cryptocurrency, you're going to get multiple trade ideas or investment ideas. You also have access to. All right, Kendall. So you all also have access to the different languages. And again, I was going to say something else to that effect with the different languages that's being represented. It takes a lot to make sure that the company is operable all around the world. So that's millions of dollars that's being invested to make sure that people get use out of this product. So the DCX is very important to learn. And then we have ECX, which is our e-commerce academy. We also help people establish their own website. And honestly, you can also become a business person. You become an independent business owner inside of the space where you have access to over 400 tax credits versus working for someone who's developing income instead of cash flow, that they're having to pay more in taxes than like ever before. So this is just the educational piece. Only thing you would do is just click on this, and it's going to pop up a series of videos. And there's those series of videos, you're going to have different topics, things that you want to learn in this process. So that goes for the rest of the academies down here below as well. It's very well put together, very well professional. And for the DCX and the DCX Academy leverage, it gives you the idea to actually trade, stake and hold, yield farming, liquidity pools, some of those things that you've never heard of. But the platform itself, it got it for you. It has everything for you. Okay. So we're going to switch it over to something else, and we're going to talk about strategies. Strategies are what you use in order to eye the markets. Strategies are what you use. Strategies are what you use to implement your trades inside of the broker. Let me see. Let's see. Because I want you guys to see the strategies. Strategies. Let's see, we haven't got strategies. Okay, if I can find this under Academy Projects, then we'll be good to go. Okay, I don't see it here. So maybe it may have just briefly disappeared. Okay, here we go. Academy Project. I'm like, wow. All right, so this segment of the back office is our Academy's products. So if you're wanting to learn a certain strategy, how you can make money, certain strategy, and be actually live comfortably. Well, the first thing is you just definitely have to get the education. This portion right here will come last because you're still trying to figure out how to you're still figuring out how to make sure that the charts that you're looking at are actually moving the way that the market is at current value. So as I scroll down, these academies, they also come with apps, guys. So a lot of times the apps will send you notifications on your phone and say, hey, this is a good time to get in the trade. All right, so once you get in and you see the different pillars of leadership, you got FRX, HFX, DCX, ECX, and IBO. And with Forex, there's about 9, let's see, how many strategies? So about 9 different strategies. And just imagine every one strategy is kicking out thousands and thousands of trades. Just imagine it. And our harmonic scanner is like one of the flagship. I couldn't understand what happened with that. But this is what, all right, this is just a time to get busy, guys. Just get busy. Develop cash flow, but also develop capital. Cash flow and capital. All right, so let me scroll down here. You got HFX, and HFX has about 3 strategies. You got Liberty, you got Freedom, and you got Hourglass. Those are three strategies that we use in order to take a look into the market. So let me see if I can get inside of Hourglass and see if I can show you something in Hourglass. So Hourglass is what you call a skip of a quick scalp in the market, where you're going to scalp the market very, very quickly and get your profits and moved on. You are able to do that. And then you have some that's a little bit more long-term, long pace, or trading, where sometimes you can be quick on some people's hair, but the quality is not necessarily going to always be there. All right. So as you're looking at a chart. We are actually looking at the Australian dollar against the Swiss franc. They called a call on this about 4 minutes ago, because we're right now still in the middle of the reversal. The call, we looked at the last 3 digits, which is 069. So if you was to open up, which is like a broker call pocket options, then that particular broker, you see the lines going up and down. Well, that's the market. That's the market that's being moved that way. Unless there was some really drastic, emergency news, then it'd be time to leave. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at the Australian dollar against the Swiss franc, and mind you, guys, this particular software that we're looking at right now, you're only in it for 1, 2, or 3 minutes. You can scalp it really, really quickly. So right now, the call score is a 5, which means this is a very probable call for you to go ahead and jump in this market with a call, pressing a red button on your broker. But it's a score 5, so it looks like the market was overbought and they're going to be walking. Let's see. All right. So as you can tell, every candle comes out every 5 minutes. Here, a new candle is formed every 5 minutes, whiskers and all. But this is what we use in order to understand how things are moving in the market. But we see right now that the Australian dollar and the Swiss franc looks like it's been seeing some movement. So the Australian dollar is weak and the Swiss franc dollar is strong. But if you was to put that on paper, or if you was to put that on in an essay or whatnot, or what have you, whatever, if you have to put this, then you definitely have to do your due diligence, because sometimes the market can be pre-predicting something before it even happens. And that can be it can be an interesting thing. I might have to move back, but all right, so I see that it's a call score of 5, which means that the market was oversold. All right, let's see. All right, so what we use is an app called Pocket Options. And in Pocket Options, it allows you to place these trades in the marketplace. You can set it for 1, 2, 3 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever you desire. So let's start it. I'll start it off by, first of all, let's look at the currency strength meter, because you have to look at that in order to determine where the market is going. So right now we're looking at AUD Chef, which is the Swiss franc, and it looks like the Swiss franc is still dominant, still dominant. And it looks like this particular game is going to sell. It's a call a put, which means that market's going to move down. But guess what? You can make money while that market is moving down. That's the very powerful thing about being a connected and part of a platform that provides you with information to give you sound information on what to wear, how to dress, how to do this, how to do that. Now, I just happen to tell you how to invest in crypto. And I will talk to you soon. Remember, cash flow and income. Remember, you need additional income, because after a while, your cash flow is not going to be enough to sustain you. Sorry, guys. So have a wonderful day, and you enjoy the rest of your evening.